What is up, Salami squad around the world? It is your boys, Mike Richman, Mike Rogers in the cut. What's up, my boy?
What's going on, brother?
So today we are going to take a real deep dive into some Super Bowl 55, and we're going to focus on the kickers. All right, boys, so here we are. We're going to just get right into it. So first up, we're going to talk about the man down here, bottom left, Harrison Butker himself. We're going to run it back, fucked up right there. So, all right, boys, what is up? We are going to dive right into it. First up, we're going to talk about Harrison Butker, nicknamed Butt Kicker. Hilarious.
Good.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So we're just going to start off. We're going to die one more time, and then it's real. Then I'm in there, son. I'm telling you, this is the one. All right, boys and girls, we are in here. We're just going to get right into it. Deep dive on these kickers. Bit of an interesting matchup here. Two red teams just going at it. Super Bowl 55. Yep. So first up on the bottom left, we got the boy, Kansas City's own Harrison Butker himself. Nickname Butt Kicker. Hilarious. That's hilarious. Great. Fits right in there. So when he first started out playing college ball, he was in Georgia Tech. He finished with a 43 and 60 field goals made. I mean, that's solid. That's a good percentage. He was 208 for 210 on the extra points. I mean, that's a solid, college career as a kicker. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what you want.
Oh, yeah.
In 2017, he was drafted 7th round pick, 233 on a 4-year contract to the Carolina Panthers. Believe that or not. This is 2017. He's still a pretty recent player here, so keep that in mind.
Actually,
So in that September, he was actually waived for Graham Gano on the Panthers, and he got demoted down to the practice squad. 13 days later, KC picked him up off the practice squad, and then that's when it started. Literally a week later, within getting signed to KC, he hits a game-winning field goal against Washington. I mean, so just from the start for KC, they're like, okay, this is going to be the dude.
Yeah.
He has the NFL record for most field goals hit by a rookie at 38 in 2017. So, I mean, that's just incredible. Yeah, as a rookie, that's a lot. And obviously, Kansas City was kicking a bit more field goals back then, okay?
Yeah.
But so since then, he's got a professional record down there in the corner. You'll see 121 for 134 field goals. I mean, that is a 90.3 made percentage. That is the second highest in NFL history.
Right behind Tucker, isn't it?
Right behind Justin Tucker, exactly. So, I mean, that's insane. Just something to consider with that, though. Like we weren't saying, he's only been in the league since 2017. So we'll see if that number fluctuates or not since. But, I mean, you got to give him props for that. I mean, he's got the NFL record right now, second in the league best. Just looking at the Chiefs, though, he's got second longest kick in Chiefs history at 58. As well as he's got 265 touchbacks in the 2020 season. So, I mean, that's insane. Like, his entire time at KC has just been showing up. So
showing up, dude, for real. And, obviously only being in the league a couple years and obviously going to a team where, 2017, the year also Patty Mahomes got drafted. Yep. So, I mean, Harrison Butker as a rookie was thrown right into some really big moments. And like you said, and now obviously he's getting that extra point game up because of Kansas City just running up them tugs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for just being as young as he is, man, and being able to see what he's done in those clutch moments and having those deep playoff runs with Kansas City. I mean, that's huge for a young guy like that. I mean, he feels like one of those guys that, honestly could be on that Chiefs team for 20 years and just, obviously with the numbers and the statistics, yeah, that might fluctuate just because.
No, he definitely is kicking less. Definitely is kicking less than other kickers. Yeah. Keep that in mind. He plays for the fucking Chiefs, all right? Just realize that.
Yeah, but he's going to be around for a while, man. Like I said, he's only a couple years in the league and has stepped up in the biggest of moments. So,
yeah, I think he's incredible. I mean, like we said, you just don't get to see as much of him as you would like to on another team. So, whatever. That is what it is. We'll look at the other side for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got the boy, Ryan Succop, okay? So, he's obviously been in the league much longer, since 2009. He was drafted also in the 7th round at pick 264 to the Kansas City Chiefs, dude, believe that or not. So, I mean, that's, a little history for him there, going against him in the Super Bowl with the Bucs. So, I mean, good for him. In his rookie season, 2009, he set the NFL record for highest field goal percentage by a rookie, which was 86.2. I mean, since then, that percentage has been broken, but at the time, he did have his record. So,
Impressive.
sign off in the Guinness, take it.
Yeah.
He played 4 seasons over there with the Chiefs, moved over to Tennessee, played 3 seasons with the Titans, and then just this year signed with the Bucs on a 1-year deal. And this man's just been around kicking balls, dog. All right. On the career, 264 for 318. That's an 83%, completion on that field goal. I mean, that's great. He's got 390 of 405 on the extra points, which is insane. Those are career numbers. And this season, he has that's not right. In his career, he has 347 touchbacks, which is just massive, brother. I mean, in the NFL, field position-wise on kickoff, it's just been meta to give him that touchback. Don't even give him a chance. Just take it on the 20, 25, whatever, and, we'll just let the defense try to handle it from there. So both these guys are great kickers. So we're just going to get a little bit more specific into the stats here. Just one quick weird thing about Tampa Bay is 2020 season was the 9th consecutive season that they've had a different kicker. For the past 9 years, they've signed a different kicker every year, which is just really weird, but they're obviously putting their money elsewhere. They built this crazy team. So Ryan Succop is going to do enough. It's going to do what they need. So
he's been holding it down for a long time, man. Little vet at that kicker.
He's been around.
Obviously did a great job this year for Tampa Bay Bucs, man, coming up in big moments and being that rock. I could see him getting signed back to them and whatnot, and maybe to ride out the end of his career, he can hopefully hold it down in Tampa Bay for a couple more years.
And like I said, I mean, they've signed so many different kickers. For him to land that job, I think would say a lot about him for sure.
Sure.
So we're going to get into a little bit of kickoff stats here. So the Bucs touchback percentage in 2020 is 84.2 with an average of 33.6 yards on returns. So, I mean, Ryan Succop most of the time is just going to kick that thing out the back, and, you're going to have to beat our defense. Our special teams really isn't going to have to cover it most of the time. And then looking at the other side, the Chiefs' touchback percentage is 74.2, a bit lower. But they also have lower average yards on return. When people return the ball against them on kickoff, they only average 23.9 yards. So, I mean, the Bucs are more likely to get a touchback, but they're also more likely to give up yards on return. I mean, and looking at that Chiefs team, like you got Mecole Hardman back there who returned one this year.
Runners.
You know what I mean? Like they got a couple dudes that could just pick up that ball and take it. And you could say the same thing for the Bucs. I mean, I think it's going to be, as a kicker going into this game, I don't see why they would want to do anything besides a touchback. Like, don't even give them the chance. They got young shooters out there trying to make a play.
No, for sure. But my whole thing is just looking at these guys. Obviously, we just said everything we said about them. But, I think we're just going to see a lot of extra points in this game. I don't know how many field goals we're going to run up, dude. I feel like these dudes' legs are definitely going to be busy on that Sunday, getting them XPAs on them. But yeah,
sure. And just looking at 2020, just special teams rankings. I mean, the Bucs are ranked 7th in coverage, returns, everything, just 7th overall. And in that same category, Chiefs are 10th. So, I mean, both of these special teams have good coverage. They have good returns. And then obviously they got these 2 massive kickers just booting the fucking ball. So, I mean, looking at this Super Bowl matchup from the special teams perspective, I mean, it's really going to come down to, as well as punting. I don't think there's going to be many punts, but when there is, they're going to have to pin that ball. They're going to have to keep it in the corner. I mean, field position in this game is going to be so important. So, I mean, we'll wrap it up there. I mean, we got the 2 kickers, Harrison Butker looking to get his second ring since 2017.
Suckers, oh, he's like 26.
That's what I'm saying. Let's get Ryan Succop a ring, dude. I mean, dude's been around since 2009, just trying to chase it. So, I mean, we'll see if it happens at home in Tampa Bay. So we are the Meat Pack. We are out of here.